Good day, everyone. In this opportunity, I will show you some clinical engineering advancements and challenges in the Latin American region. My name is Fabiola Martinez. I'm from Mexico, and I'm also the chair of the Clinical Engineering Division of the International Federation of Medicine and Biology and Engineering. I want to first show you the Latin America profile, beginning by saying that we are over 40 countries and territories, 400 million Spanish speakers, and 212 million Portuguese speakers. Our cultural heritage is very strong. We have a diversity of indigenous cultures and a very strong tradition in medicine. We also face problems like emerging economies, raw materials extraction issues. We have a important GDP, our population below the poverty line. We also have high inflation levels. We also face important issues regarding discrimination, gender violence, and of course, immigration. So as you can see, we have a very complex profile. We can show important and significant advancements in healthcare in general, but especially in clinical engineering. My first case, my first story is from Argentina, and it's a very important one. For one side, the National Directorate of Quality in Health Services and Healthcare Quality, the National Directorate of Physical Resources, and the Argentinian Society of Bioengineering, specifically in its Clinical Engineering Commission. The Clinical Engineering Commission recommended that the national authorities of the Ministry of Health include the Clinical Engineering Service in the National Healthcare Quality Assurance Program and also develop the corresponding guidelines. As a result of these efforts, since October 10, 2023, Argentina has had the Resolution 2725 of the Ministry of Health that approves the guidelines for the organization and operation of clinical engineering units. It may be the first regional reference for clinical engineering unit organization at this level. And also, we have an official visibility of clinical engineering at national level. Our second story is from Brazil, and it has to do with the accreditation affairs. The Brazilian Association of Clinical Engineering, ABECLIN, and the National Accreditation Organization, ONA, from Brazil, work together in the Qualification Seal Manual that covers organizations that provide services to healthcare. ABECLIN was invited to review the ONA Qualification Seal Manual for the period 2020-24 and 25-27 editions, specifically clinical engineering. The 2020-24 edition includes clinical engineering as external services, and in the 2025-2027 edition includes facilities security and maintenance. The active participation of clinical engineering from a consolidated group can make the difference in terms of plan the guidelines of the creation and management of the clinical engineering services, and also locates ABECLIN as an actor in the decision-making process in accreditation criteria. We also have challenges. The first one is the medical devices industry evolution. The rapidly evolving technology industry makes pressure on different aspects. For example, invest on time, invest on resources, and makes the clinical engineering groups to stay informed in the latest product development, in the safety updates, and in the regulatory changes. The global medical device market was valued at $510 billion in 2022, and it is expected to grow over $898 billion by 2031, growing at 6.5% each year. It means that the amount and variety of new technologies and the consolidation of the current ones pressures the clinical engineering service, and it is especially challenging for smaller or understaffing departments. Other challenge has to do with the insufficient resources to support the clinical engineering operations and initiatives. It means that we need adequate funding and resources to deal with the funding issues that we face, the competing priorities that the health organizations have to deal with, and the budget constraints. We have to deal example, with equipment maintenance, staff training, and implementation of new technologies. The figure shows the current health expenditure by healthcare function according to the OECD. And they say that countries in Latin America must balance investments in their health systems with other needs in a context of limited public funding and competing priorities. And it can hinder the ability of these teams to drive innovation and improve patient care. As conclusions, we can say that the complex profile of the region is reflected in the challenges of healthcare, and clinical engineering is no exception. Relevant results are the product of collective effort, with organizations playing a significant role in participating in initiatives. The main challenges continue to be resource allocation and optimization, with financial constraints being the most difficult barriers to address. The region progresses through experience and communication among peers from the participating countries. Thank you very much.